In this video, I'll demonstrate the process of activating your Qualys account and navigating around the Qualys user interface. We'll take a quick look at adding host assets to your subscription and launching an initial scan. To activate your account, open a browser to your Qualys login page and enter your account credentials. If this is your first time to log in, accept the service user agreement and change your password. You'll need to log back into the Qualys user interface after successfully changing your password. Once you have logged back in, click the Enable Now button to activate the new data security model and gain access to advanced features and services. Most of the time and attention in this course will be spent right here in the Qualys Vulnerability Management application. Use the application picker to access other applications within the Qualys Cloud Platform. Online help is available that will provide you with getting started information for general topics like scanning, reporting, and remediation. Or use the online help search tool to find information on specific topics or configuration settings. The tools and features within each application are divided between different sections and tabs. Click on any section menu to access the various tools and features available within each tab. You'll find the security settings for your account here under the Setup tab within the User section. Here you can change various security settings for your account and view the features that have been activated by enabling the new data security model. If the new data security model has not yet been enabled within your student trial account, you'll see a checkbox to opt in here. The security settings that you select will impact all user accounts within your subscription. Before you can begin scanning a host asset, you must first add it to your Qualys subscription. Navigate to the Assets section to add host assets to your subscription. From here, click the Host Assets tab. This is where you add host assets you intend to scan. The tracking method you select will determine how vulnerability findings are stored for each host. Your options include IP address tracking, DNS tracking, or NetBIOS tracking. A fourth tracking method, the Qualys Host ID, is used by default when you install or deploy Qualys Cloud Agent on a host asset. The Qualys Host ID is also available for your scannable host assets through the Agentless Tracking feature. For this demonstration, I'll select the IP address tracking method. Click Host IPs, enter your list of host IP addresses, and click the Add button. Click Apply to indicate you have permission to scan these IPs and add them to your account. The host assets added now appear under the Host Assets tab. Let's take a quick look at how agent host assets are displayed in the Vulnerability Management application. Agent host assets can be added to your account through the Qualys Cloud Agent application. If you deploy one or more agents, they will appear under the Assets tab with the Agent Tracking method, which is the Qualys Host ID. The Qualys Host ID is created to be universally unique for each host, and it can be used by your scannable host assets when the agentless tracking feature is enabled. Let's launch an initial scan of the Qualys Training Lab targets. A common convention within the Qualys user interface is called the Quick Actions menu. You'll find that most of the objects within the Qualys user interface have a Quick Actions menu. From the Host Assets tab, I can use the Quick Actions menu to edit existing host assets, or in this case, I'll use it to launch my initial scan. I'll leave the option profile set to the initial options. Even though I haven't added any internal scanner appliances to my account, the Qualys pool of external scanners will be used by default, which will work just fine for our public-facing targets. After launching my initial scan, I'll navigate over to the Scans tab to monitor its progress. My initial vulnerability scan is now queued up and will begin running in just a few moments. Thank you for watching this Qualys training video.